Jaya Shivarajaya here from vitalcoaching.com. The topic for this video is we must protect the earth. The moral codes that we have right now on this planet and that describe our relationship with the earth, the way we are behaving, is no longer adapted to our future. Something fundamental has to change, and this change must come from within. It must come from the implementation of a new plan for the planet and humankind. Right now, the way we are behaving as a human race is really not sustainable. And we know that intuitively. We are like trying to move in the right direction. But basically, what we are missing is really long-term unified, global, holistic program on how to keep evolving as human race. So in this video, I must tell you that I don't have the final answer. Like, I don't know how we can transition right now from where we are to where we have the potential to be, to where we could be. But it's pretty obvious that right now, how we are behaving as a human race is not sustainable on the long term. So this is more like a prayer for help, a call for help. The intention or the impulsion or the desire to create new political systems and new ways and new laws of relating to the planet and to this beautiful earth. This is our garden, this is our home, and right now the way we are treating this earth is definitely no longer adapted for survival and for long term. So it's a matter of of survival also for the planet, for humankind. I think that the planet will recover if the human race was being wiped out. No problem, species would regenerate, abundance of fishes and other species would come back on this earth. It would be no problem. Within 100 years, the cities would be conquered back by jungles and forests. This is not the problem. But, right now, what we have to design, what we have to try to design as human race is really a symbiotic system where the planet and humankind are really functioning in unification and in harmony and in beauty and love. So the programs that I have as human beings are also not fully adapted. There are certain things that I do that I'm pretty sure that are no longer in alignment either with the evolution of the planet and humankind. So it's happening on an individual level and it's happening on a collective level. If we make individual choices, this is within the range of the programs or within the limits of what we already know. I do believe that there is a more fundamental change that needs to happen, and this is why maybe we are all, in retreat right now as a planet. Basically, what I feel is happening is right now the Earth is saying, Mother Earth is saying, you go back to your room and you stop doing what you have been doing until now. I want you to think about what you have been doing. We are going to put you in isolation for a certain period of time, period of maybe 1 to 6 months, something like that. And during that time, I want you to think about a way forward and how you can behave in ways that are more harmonious for the planet and humankind in the future. So I do believe that this is really what is happening right now. It's an opportunity to reset, and I do believe that from this reset, something new has to come. We cannot be keep on functioning as a human race in the way we have been doing before. I do believe that this virus that got hit the human race right now is just a tiny little fraction of what is actually going on. It's part of a much bigger picture of resetting the human race and implementing new values for the future of our human race and our relationship to this earth. So I could write down right now maybe 10 potential principles that would summarize what I believe we can do as human race, like protect all living forms, stop polluting the oceans, shift from fossil fuel energy to renewables, these kind of things. But we already know that. We have already been talking about it. It's part of our consciousness already, but somehow something is missing. And I do believe that what is missing is in our hearts, in our moral codes, the codes with which we function. There are certain things that we allow the humankind still to do that should be illegal. Attacking and destroying an environment should be labeled as an ecocide, and a crime. So there is something in the moral codes or the way we function as human race that is not yet fully transitioning into the next stage. And I do believe that this is what we need to implement next. So we will need for help with that. We need help from forces invisible that are going to come and support this transition. And basically, if we are not listening, we will be forced through pressure and through catastrophes and fires and tornadoes and viruses to eventually make the transition. But I think right now it's an opportunity to listen really deep. I believe this is the stage in which we are right now. We must protect, preserve, love, respect the earth. I love you. I'll see you soon.